I totally hit the wrong button there. I meant to hit stop recording, not stop streaming. That's funny as hell. Let's go ahead and set up for... Oh my god, my autistic butt does not know how to type. There we go. Map is gonna be GOS Gun Kisley. Mission. Okay. Turn that up a little bit.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
What is up with you? How was Baka?
Vacation was good, Sirek. Thanks for a 23-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations, and hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Getting out of TeamSpeak. Size of the pig? And about an average size. It was either a 150 or a 200 pounder. Though it doesn't really matter because it not a lot of it's editable, but I got some good tenderloins and two legs out of it. The other two were too badly mauled because they like to gore each other, but hey, stuff happens. Alright. Those are all our commands squared away. Yeah, my stream cut out because I hit the wrong button. I meant to hit stop recording, and instead my hand slipped on the mouse too hard, and I hit stop streaming instead. I can be a bit of a goober sometimes. So I'm just going to mark the remaining bug holes on the map and then mark this as the final objective. And then what? There's like, yeah, four bug holes tied around it, so that should be interesting. And then
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Finally able to catch you streaming again. Hope you have been good, my man. Less than 3.
Righto, Boone. Thanks to the 11-month resub. We're back from a few days of vacation. Things are going well. Hope you keep enjoying the operations and hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. I don't think we had time to build a fob on over here, and I just decided to move this bug hole back. So we're going to basically make this in, 3 objectives to hit for the bug hole. We're doing it on Saturday. I need to check my schedule, though. And again, I'm hoping we can wrap up this campaign in the final thingamajig. So I think beyond that, all I need to do is just set up some arachnids around, because I can't think of any settings that I need to do beyond what I already have. That is, I want the tanker bug, yep. I have to put her out here because she's a little big. I'm going to make a minor AA position here. And then a major AA position here. I'm going to also have an artillery bug set up back here. Intentionally cut their fuel so they don't run around like goobers. And then I just need to throw down some more tanker bugs. Near the bug holes for defense. And then I think I had 5 pulsar bugs left. I'm just going to have those pre-spawned because I'm limiting myself with that. I might get in 1 or 2 more, and then...
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
This is going to be a pain in the butt. Yeah, F it. I'm just gonna... Because I'd have to completely recode all of them, and I am too lazy to do that. So instead, it's just limited ammo so that they can't resupply. And then pilots went down like crazy, so I am just going to spawn in a shit ton of these. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 7 total for each. And then tomorrow I can make a little final video for propaganda. That should be fine. But beyond that, I think that's good. This is very simple. We have a simple build script with it, too. I mean, this is good for the finale. What I need to do now is basically tab in on the mission folder and then write up the announcement and then check my schedule to see where I can put this final mission. Might do a montage of funny moments from previous ops and put some non-copyrighted music, maybe from Sog Prairie Fire for it too. That would be good. All right. I'm going to save it. I'm not going to export it yet, though, because I have to do that. Thanks for the raid, Jason. I mean, I could always attach the tankers to invisible bugs, but nah, they don't really move properly, unfortunately. All right. Let me check my schedule real quick.
Send in Goat Team 6
All right,
now.
1 second.
Drunk Fire Bear gifted a tier 1 sub to Jason Fromsage. They have given 265 gift subs in the channel.
That's nice, Wadsberg. I need to look at my schedule I have in my hidden workstation. So Saturday, I have the Starship Trooper finale thing. Karma Cutscene is at 9. What I need to look at is... Devour's thing is at noon. And Devour, I think you said it was a 2-hour ordeal. So 3 o'clock would be ideal, but I need to look at something else that I wanted to go to and make sure there's not a time difference. So I can't stream that because of how this works. What was that document called? Okay. They have a schedule. 29, 30, if it would be the 31st, or is that the 1st of July at that point? So it would be July 1st is the Saturday. There's nothing for July 1st, so I can set that up at 3 p.m. All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Valk, by the way, hopefully, again, I think it's going to be okay, but we need to get it done by, like, the 13th, but that should be fine. You work fast. So I can schedule... Let me see, Devour, if you're on... Yes, sir, I'm assuming that means you're doing a 2-hour thing, so I'm going to schedule this at 3 then. I'll be safe and set it for 3:30, because I know sometimes you have a tech issue with your app and we got to delay stuff. So let me go ahead and get this announced. And I gotta make a new thingamajig for it, so where's Arma announcements here? I just scroll up to the not last ship op, the last Starship Trooper. Here we go. This will be the finale. Now, I will say, though, this isn't the last time we're going to be using the Starship Trooper mod. There's going to be one more op I'm going to do with it, and it has to do with Bill Gates and super mosquitoes. Because there's 2 meme ops that have presented themselves for me, and I'm going to be running them this week. So, I need to get Discord timestamps out. And we're going to do 3:30... It's the 29th, 30th, so it would be 071. And it says in 2 days. Cool. So we're going to copy that with a long time, copy this to clipboard, so I can then put this on the timestamp. Code. And then that is going to be locally July 1st. At 3:30 p.m. EST. I'm going to budget 2 to 2.5 hours. I'm actually going to make it to 180, so 2 to 3 hours. And then campaign finale, description, blah, blah, blah. Left is to take the meteor site and the area surrounding it. There will be one final FOB to take, and all air assets have limited but upgraded ammo. Sign up for this will be, let's do Friday at 2 p.m. because FNF is at 3. And then I need to make a new roster. And all I need to do for that is copy-paste over the previous one. Make sure we have the 2 pilot slots. And I just realized I completely copied that over the previous roster. That's funny as hell. All right, I'm going to take a copy of that, then Control-Z because I need to keep these for my records. That's funny. I do that on occasion, but then I always Control-Z and fix it. Right, that roster's set. So now we do anyone with the link, copy, done, go back to Discord, paste that link. I need to link the mod set. And mention that there will be a special brief for that final video. Alright, cool. That's announced. I'm not going to add anything else to it because it's not needed. And that should be a-okay. Cool. That is that set up. And again, I gotta just get back into that. I'm not gonna export it because I want to make that final video. That's just gonna be me taking a bunch of highlights from previous videos and putting them in a file. So now I can Alt F4 Arma, and now we're gonna work on Karma's file. Because we're gonna basically do the previous file, and I just need to see if I need to add anything. Okay. Sorry, and then I'm juggling a few DM conversations as well. If you currently have one active with me and I'm not replying, I will do it after the stream. I apologize, I'm just very busy. Where is Cog Editor? There she is. And then I need to send updates over everything. Right, okay. Oh boy, alright, I need to go to this group DM. Okay, and then I need to shoot these over. And the map for this one's going to be Klafgan. Yeah, I'm going to keep the music going. I need to go into Karma Cut's Discord and link some new files. Just making sure. Okay. Um... Letting Valk scope creep some stuff. It's also because this mod set takes forever to boot, so... I'm also going to keep the recording of this going because that one was very short, and this COG one's also going to be fairly short. Let me talk about COG real quick, because there's actually quite a few things that... I forgot to add Klafkan. I'm a goober. Let me talk about how we're going to be doing COG, though. So we've got 2 more on Klafkan. We're then going to have a one-off on Benghazi, and then we have this massive tunnel complex for them. However, that tunnel is going to be run in 2 other communities before COG touches it, mainly so I can balance COG for it, because they're the ones that need the most help in that balance, but we'll see that tunnel complex soon. I'm trying to think real quick. After this mission... Let me open Discord on my phone. Because I have my schedule written down on this thingy. Sunday is RT Columbia, and then I'm doing the second version of Last Ship, so I do need to carry that mission file over and update that. So we'll do that mission file next, and then Monday will be the SOG camp. And then I'm taking Tuesday off because it's the 4th of July. And then Wednesday is potentially an SCP op. No rush, Valk, if you can hear me on that, What do you mean my mic's double feeding? Valk, just work on it. When it's done, it's done. Oh, you're a dum-dum, never mind? Keck. I think he had 2 tabs of me open. Because if we don't do the SCP up on Wednesday, I'm going to do one of the meme ops instead. And I think I'm going to work towards that because I can't finish that SCP thing until you hand it to me. But again, no rush. We can just push that to another week. But actually, let me look at a poll real quick because I put a poll up for when we were going to do the Sunday stuff. Oh, okay, no, we voted those to be on Wednesdays, and I just didn't update my schedule yet. So Last Ship is going to be on Wednesday instead, which means on Sunday I have an opening to do one of those meme ops. Because you're not going to finish that by Sunday. Well, knowing you, you could, but I don't want you to rush. Besides, when I get you hooked up with this other thing tomorrow, I need you to... I want you... Well... No, go ahead and finish up the SCP thing first, because we don't need the other thing till, like, the 13th. So that gives you a few days. So just finish the SCP facility, and then we'll move you on the next project. And that gives me time to talk to certain people to get you hooked up with the other stuff. Ah, juggling and scheduling. So do I want to do Bill Gates super mosquitoes, or do I want to do New York fighting against Canadians and, pizza ovens? Let's do the New York one to give a little break from Starship Trooper for like a week, and then we can do the mosquitoes. Plus, I think the fire is more relevant because it's still going to be smoky over the next few days. Yeah, so we'll do that one quicker. Oh, man. And then I gotta do post-processing effects, which, oh god, that's always a mess, but that's fine. And then I have to answer a bunch of DMs, but that's a-okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and boot up. I'm gonna call the file 3B whenever we do a fill-in version. I need to delete, I think, 1/3 of the AI? We gonna see some goats? No. Well, actually, they're in this mission file already, so it doesn't really matter. I need to mark a fill-in point as well, and then shoot this mission file to Karma and say, hey, like, is this good? And then he might say no. Why is ITC Air Compact A10? Ah, lovely. I'm going to delete the A10s then. Save this as a new file and then load it as 3B. And if it's not tied to the A10s, then I have no idea why an A10 file would be screaming about an A... Yeah. Coding, dependencies, writing PBOs to depend on certain things that don't exist. Mwah. Whatever. Bitch, 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 bitch. That's me. You know, I showed my father's side of the family who I am on the internet, what I do for a living, so they might be tuning in right now. That's awkward. That's okay. I'm tired. Just got back from vacation. I'm just trying to finish my mission files and call it a day. Yes, this is PvP. Okay, so yeah, deleting the A10s fixed that, so I'll just tell Karma, hey, weird stuff happened. They didn't make it to the cache, so I'm not going to bother moving the cache. And if they really want to metagame it for themselves, I'm going to be honest, I don't mind, because the Op 4 guys are going to smoke the hell out of them. So I'm going to delete the personnel out of the vehicles they shot up. Actually, better yet, I am just going to... Let me also take care of that, because that was to mess with air, but air... I've also thought about making revisions to some of these, because I've realized now what works, but I think that would also be a bit metagamey. So I'm not, but I know how to do some of these effects better in the future. But I'm going to be fair and just wait for Phase 4 before I unleash another bag of tricks. I don't think I have a Land Rover wreck, and I don't feel like making an additional vehicle spawn for it, so I'm just gonna... We're just gonna boop these. And then the infantry that they killed off up here, I'm gonna go ahead, get that deleted. These things I'm gonna boop because they blew those up. Get that group of infantry deleted. Get all of the infantry up here deleted. Destroy that cache. This got blown up. This got blown up. That got blown up. Pretty sure there was another vehicle cache that got blown up. Unless I didn't put it there and that was the only one, in which case, now we're good. And then I'm going to mark this down here as a TP point. And I think normally for something like this, I would put a line on the map and say where the divide is, but at the same time, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell Karma where that line is, but I think he wants to keep his guys on a tactical level of coordination. So he'll know as the commander, but, you know, he wants to keep his guys focused, so we'll go on that, and that should be fine. Oh, no, you were fine. I thought there was another vehicle I saw, but that might have just been that symbol. And then everything else should be solid. And if there's more AI I need to spawn in, there's more AI. But I'm going to be honest, I think that's all I need to do. So let me go ahead and go into mission file settings. Copy in everything here. Paste it inside. I'm going to go to the description extension real quick. I want to make sure I didn't bork it. I did not. Okay, so they... Alright. So, I learned this trick when I worked with the 700th Cadian before they renamed themselves to ML7... yeah. What were they called? They were ML700, 700 Cadian, and then they renamed themselves to something else. I think just Myrmidon Legion outright, which is just ML, but they would always change up their... they'd always rip my mission files open and then put in all their new stuff, and then completely delete all my custom stuff in there, and they did that for their description extension. So I actually want to rip open their PBO. And I want to see if that description extension's different, because mark my words, if it is, I'm going to smack a bitch. So I need to copy you. I'm going to take you and put it in 2 levels of a new folder. Because if I rename you in there, it's going to have a naming error. So extract to here. And then description.exe. Oh, yeah, there's other... Yes, they did. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take a copy of these files. I'm going to put them in... Replace the 7 files. That replaced everything. But they kept Zeus tracers in there. All right, so... What do we have on init player local? That's the Zeus tracers execution. Okay. So what I need to do is go into any of the previous Red Wings files for Karma. And I think the only thing that was missing was that one description extension line of code on respawn on start. Yep. So copy that. Go into the new file and open the description extension up, and then just paste that after that, and then we just save, and that should be fine. All right. I find for files like these, instead of explaining to the customer what the issue was and how you fixed it, just say, hey, I did this. Well, no. Let me reword that. I find it's easier to just tell them, hey, this is what happened, this is what I did, don't worry about it, than, hey, make sure that when you're doing X, Y, Z, you do it this way, otherwise things happen. It's better to just go, all right, here. Just leave it to me, I gotcha. Because they added a lot of new SQFs in there, which I love seeing. I absolutely love seeing. They added some 2010 kits, because by doing Red Wings, I made them focus on something that was a little older than their current modern-day kits. So I love helping them expand on that. And that gets added to our repertoire. And then Op4 spawn is still going to be up there. The A10s, I'm going to have a chat with him about it because it looks like it was adding a new dependency. But yeah, let me just save this. I'm going to export him a copy of the mission for him to audit, but let me write this up. All right. Hey, broski, here's the file, comma, a few things. Let me then shoot him this. One was getting a weird error tied to the A10s. I'm assuming it's tied to the update, but we can just spawn them in as one of the Zeuses, so that's fine. 2, AI have been deleted from the areas you already cleared. And I've marked where I'll be putting a TP pole down in the southern cache to show your infill so we can get right into the action. Comma, feel free to review that in the file. 3, I took the liberty of ripping the file open because I noticed my line of code for letting players spawn on position without having to use the respawn screen for their first life wasn't working. Stop. And I've taken the liberty of moving all of the new SQF scripts I saw the new file, as well as adding the one line of code that allows for people to spawn on their designated positions, so we don't flood the debug corner with bodies and take slight chunks out of performance. Otherwise, I have set up my guys with the mod set update and the update to canned bacon. And I know Dante still wants to talk, so we can coordinate and calibrate op4 for cog, period. I'm keeping their ROE similar to the last op, just giving them more lives. Except if they wanna RP as civvies, then I'm giving them infinite. However, with getting you guys immediate in the AO this time around, things should move quicker for everyone involved. So he's going to get back to me in literally 2 or 3 hours because he's on the Pacific coast, which means for him it's 7 o'clock. And usually he doesn't start working on this stuff till it's like 10 or 11 o'clock for him. I'm totally fine with that because I'm usually up till like 5 a.m. anyway. But I like to just write everything out for him so he can just hit it point by point, get back to me with everything instead of having a conversation. Because for some people, you know, you got to work with them like that. And then, yeah. TOC is the Orbiter Crusade. That's it, right. Right. Thank you, Val, because you still work with them. But yeah, no, any additional AI I want to garrison, I'm going to wait till I see how my Op4 players deploy, and then I will add stuff. But we're just going to literally do these 2 caches. It's going to be a quicker op, and we're just going to finish that op out. And then again, Phase 4 is going to be up here. And then we're going to do a Benghazi op, and then we're going to do a tunnel op. So I'm going to go ahead, get this just clicked on save again. But yeah, again, very easy mission file to make. So I'm going to go ahead, kill Arma for that one, stop